Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back for another episode. As per requests, I've been asked to do a test of Escape from Tarkov to see how the Alienware M17 R3 runs this game, what it looks like, also what the thermals and fan speeds and everything are at, just like in the previous video. So without further ado, we will open it up and get going. I'll try not to take up too much time in this video. I'll keep it as small as I possibly can. I'm going to be doing two tests. I did just play a game before because I'm brand new to Tarkov. I changed the settings down to what I believe to be competitive type settings. So the graphics and everything are a little bit lower, but I'll go in and I'll change it and I'll give you a little look-see into how it actually runs. Alright, so we'll just wait for this one to zoom up. Now, like I said before, I very rarely play Tarkov, so if you're expecting like some gnarly headshot or something, the chances of that happening are quite slim. Besides, I'm going to go into a game with some bots anyway, offline mode, just so we can have a look at how this PC runs it all. I had a look myself on what it ran it like in offline mode. So if I put everything to high, ultra, quality of everything right up. I might leave shadow visibility down just because I don't really want the hectic shadows. I'm going to put everything on. Sharpness, I've heard, is good to keep at about 1.2, but we'll just chuck it up. Actually, whatever. We'll just throw it all the way up there just for S's and giggles. Escape from Tarkov. Next, we'll go to Woods. During the day, please. Offline mode. Ready? Let's rock and roll. Had a look, like I said before, by myself, and with all the graphics up turned to the maximum setting. The GPU is essentially maxed out, so the fans were running at like 90% as well. I mean, on screen it just looks super stunning, really cool graphics, very nice to look at, but then you have that GPU just like absolutely cranking off its trolley. I'm planning as well on building another PC, a Digital Storm, with everything absolutely maxed out on that thing as well. Probably a couple of dual Nvidia GTX 2080 Ti's and about 200 RAM, just so I can get that quality right up to maximum potential. So as you can see in the video, like it's all the graphics and everything are absolutely just super pretty. What's it look like when you're down in the grass, mate? Get down in there. I mean, looks pretty cool. I feel like I'm actually like, running away from bloody Chernobyl over there. Really nice settings. Just gonna go over here and have a look. Probably at that. We'll jump in, performance. So CPU there sitting up about 40%, 36, 40. Being, it's not actually too bad. You also have to keep in mind that I am creating this recording at the same time, so unless it is using the NVENC new, which I think it actually might be, so the CPU shouldn't be getting hindered there at all. Memory at a 16 gigs, we're using 9.5, so still not too bad with the whole memory there. Alright, so GPU, as you can see, 99%, getting absolutely hammered. I mean, in game though, like, it's still really responsive. It's not, it it doesn't feel laggy or anything like that to me. Like, it's still super smooth. Get in there, mate. But then again, you know, a lot of you out there who might watch this video are probably a lot more like in tune with the deep specifications of like a PC and things like that. You might be like, oh, it's not good to have it running at maximum capacity, but it is right now. I'm absolutely loving the way it looks. Like, it really, really nice to look at. It'd be interesting to see what the frames per second are. I think it's like 1 ping 1, 1 FPS 1. No. Alrighty then, that's good to know. I'll actually just have a quick look. I'll have a quick look at that just so we can see what the frames are doing as well. While I'm doing that, we'll jump into... Whoa. Alienware Command Center. So as you can see there, temperature, about 80 degrees. The graphics card as well, about 69 degrees. With the usage up really, really quite high. 24% of the CPU. And there's your CPU fans as well. Fan speed is 72. Both of these are in degrees Celsius. So the CPU, as you can tell, is really quite hot. How to get frames. Okay, so it is, whoopsie, FPS 1. Alright, so wow, their frames per second are actually really bad. Alright, limited to 60 frames, don't know why, but if we go into the graphics, jump it down a little bit, overall visibility, we'll go halfway, shadow visibility back down to what I had at the start, TAA, super sampling, SSR is going off. So these are the settings that are for the competitive gaming. We'll go like this. So yes, yeah. So those frames have jumped up quite a bit. They're still not even getting up to 60 frames per second, which is a little bit disappointing, must say. But it is still there. Still quite up there at 40 frames per second. It's one heck of a sight better than 25. I mean, now that you do change it, like, it definitely seems a lot less laggy. Like I said before, guys, I'm not a computer specialist or anything like that. Playing it by ear. I was just super stoked when I got this laptop and wanted to pretty much show it off, and I'm sure anyone out there who is interested in buying an Alienware as well would want to see what it actually performs like with the same sort of specs. Frames don't seem to be jumping up that much in an enclosed space either. I'm sure tweaking the settings a little bit more would get those frame rates right up there. It's strange too, because in like the likes of Modern Warfare and things like that, I mean, I've got all the settings like right up and I'm getting like 120 frames per second. So this must be a lot more graphically intensive. I mean, it is quite stunning. What have we got in this little box over here, mate? search it. Actually got some ammunition. It's pretty cool. All incompatible. Magazines there. Cool bananas. Well, there you have it, guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time. We'll try to keep it about that 10 minutes. But that is Escape from Tarkov with the Alienware M17 R3 Nvidia graphics card, 2070, not super or anything like that. So if you do have a bit more of a budget like I did at that point, then with all due respect, it is still quite a impressive little laptop, and I wanted to keep it nice and mobile and everything as well. CPU fans still running high. Temperatures are still quite high. Still using up at that 90%. So the memory on that graphics card, 5,500 megahertz, was sitting at 1780. But there you have it. Rock and roll, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Just like before, if you have any comments or anything like that, any more requests or anything like that, I'll do my absolute best to get that made for you as fast as possible. I do apologize for the delay in making this video earlier. I just had a few things going on, and irrespective, we're here now, made it, and leave a like, subscribe. We'll be making more content, most likely for Modern Warfare. I'll probably have a bit of a jam at this as well, and some Fortnite. Try to get some streams going and some pretty cool gameplay. I'll leave it at that, guys. Cheers. See ya.